Hi guys, this is Cutie number 3, Naruto chapter 608, a very plateaued chapter. Not that it's not progressing, just very slowly the fight is progressing. It's more of a chapter where we see Obito and Kakashi's personality come out a little bit more. We pretty much already know Kakashi, but we're kind of seeing a little bit more about Obito and his personality from Kakashi's point of view, and Kakashi is his best friend, so he would know. So the first page we see that the QB is having some trouble with Madara's dragon right now. Not that Madara's dragon is not having trouble as well, but Obito puts up a wall and he slips through it and he's coming at Kakashi's head, but Kakashi dodges and hits his leg. Kakashi's trying to get an answer out of him, but Obito is very resistant. It's really a sad case because it doesn't seem like anything is really going to get through to him right now. But, you know, Kakashi's a smooth talker. He's his best friend, and he has one of his eyes. Who would be a better person to talk him into his senses? Like, pow, pow. Get back here, boy. So Kakashi's trying to whip him back into the right mind frame. And Obito's just showing his resistance. He's very resistant. He's, you know, you're trash, blah, blah. And Kakashi's able to use Kamui to disable the Rinnegan's power, it seems. And he remembers the old Obito and how they became friends, or sort of frenemies, you know, rivals. For the most part, this is a relationship like Sasuke and Naruto. This is a rival best friend relationship, and so we know where he's coming from in this. He knows him better than anyone else because they've probably fought countless times. So he's thinking, you know, why did he turn out this way? And it is because he let Rin die. It's not probably, but it is because he let Rin die. And Kakashi disables with his Kamui, and Naruto switches back to Naruto, and he's having real problems with this dragon, and the QB is getting the chakra sucked out of him. I don't know where the Hachibi is in all this. Really, can he really restrain the Hachibi and suck the chakra out of the QB? Madara is very overpowered right now, so we're seeing his strength on display. And he was even overpowered enough to defy the spell that brought him back to life and bring himself back to life permanently. This is how resistant this guy is. So very impressive on his part, but the QB is having a hard time. He's losing his shape. The chakra is being sucked out of him. Really a sad moment for the QB, and the QB is suffering. But thankfully, Naruto has Sage mode. I really don't think he's at his trump card yet. I really think Sage mode should take this whole transformation to another level, and I really hope he can do this with the QB. He can, you know, go into Sage mode with the QB. So Naruto is having a hard time trying to keep back Madara. Madara is just doing this with ease. So it switches back to Kakashi and Obito, and he's trying to question Obito, and you can see that Obito is kind of questioning himself. He's type of rethinking things. He's like, maybe not. Why am I even doing this? He's kind of questioning his whole reason. So Kakashi mentions Rin's name, and Obito comes at him in full force. So really, Kakashi, you did not have to ask whether or not it's Rin. Pretty much he gave you the answer there. Knee to the face. That doesn't even deserve words right now. I think Rin's name just sets him off. And he was just the type of guy that will protect his comrades. And then he had a little thing with Rin, so it's understandable that her name just irks him. It just disturbs him. So Kakashi's remembering Rin as a little boy, and he's really defenseless against him because I think he feels like he deserves to die, even if it's by his hands. But he wants to protect the world by bringing Obito back to his senses. It seems like that's his resolve right now. And he's just hacking up Kakashi, hacking him up. And their rivalry, their friendship is sort of ending. You know, Kakashi's dying. He's losing blood at least. And Obito just shows his resistance and his resolve that he's really decided to do this. But he seems kinda in between. He's saying it, but his face is showing different. Naruto sees Kakashi struggling, but really Madara is on the offense, and he's just enjoying this fight. It really sucks. And Naruto feels like he has to help Kakashi so much that he creates a clone. And before Obito can strike Kakashi, and before Madara can strike him, he prevented both. So he's really showing some, out of nowhere, some power. He seemed to be struggling with the QB before. I didn't know he had enough power to stop Madara and stop Obito. And Naruto's just determined not to let his friends die, his comrades get killed. And if this is not enough to convince Obito, then what is? I mean, the only thing that will convince him now is total defeat. So Kakashi gains back the incentive to try. He gets up, you know, he's ready to fight again, you know, he's not ready to die yet. And Madara flaunting this crazy strength. Then out of nowhere, Guy uses some ninjutsu, and it's called Morning Tiger. So really he wasn't relaxing. And Kakashi is back in the fight. Kakashi is in the mood, actually. He's not back in the fight, but in the mood. So Eight-Tails is really stunned by this move of Guy, and Kakashi just lets him know, you know, I'm back in the fight. Now he's protecting his students, and now he's fighting for another reason, not really his life, but there's another reason behind it all. So pretty decent chapter, a little somber, nothing like to woohoo about. It seems like this week is the somber week in most manga, which is no problem. There has to be a little time for a story, and a little time for character development, and a little time for the readers to get attached to the characters. So thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. This is Cutie number 3. Bye-bye.